Good morning. Welcome back to my beautiful beaded journey. My name is Willow. Today I'm going to show you how I make these little pendants. They're based off of sacred geometry. These are actually little buttons, wooden buttons that I found on Amazon. But the necklace itself is based off of sacred geometry, as these little buttons look like um, sacred geometry patterns. This is supposed to be patterns that appear within the universe naturally. So, to my understanding. But I do understand the concept of the pendant. It's done with copper wire, and the copper wire is an energy conductor. So the bead up the top represents the center of the universe, so the sun or the moon, whichever you prefer. And then the bead that's located within the pattern is your place within the universe. Now, because these are copper and it has this sacred geometry pattern going on within it, these are great for energy movers. So they're great to cleanse the aura and keep your energy moving and refreshing itself within your aura. And I'm going to show you how to make these. They're very simple and they make wonderful little gifts. And I'm going to show you a really inexpensive way that you can make the little choker style necklace to put these on. So to begin with, you first want to choose your pattern, and I chose this one for today. And then I chose these two crystal beads. Chose the yellow. It's like a yellowish orange for the sun. And then this little blue one. Let me hold these up so you may see them better. This little blue one for my spot within the universe. And then this one as the sun. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to use two forms of copper. Two sizes of copper. So the first one I'm going to use is this one. And I'm not sure of the gauge. It's 18 gauge. So I want to use an 18 gauge wire. And I'm just going to take off. I need enough to loop around and enough to secure it off. So I'm going to say about maybe 7 to 8 inches. I'm comfortable with this length, so that's what I'm going to use. And then the next that you're going to use is your real thin copper, and this is really thin. This is like a 28 gauge. So we've gone from like an 18 here to a 28 here. So first let's take our 28 gauge, and what we want to do is we want to form a circle with it. Now you can use this tool to help you do that. That's probably the best idea. And you want to wrap this around it just a couple of times. Now this wire is really soft, so it shouldn't be an issue to secure that a couple of times. And once you have that secured, you can take it off there. Now you've got your circle. You can just continue to wrap that around, or you can clip it off. Okay, I'm going to take this one around this way, and I'm going to clip this one off first. That jumped. I broke my rule. I should have put my hand up closer, but I wasn't expecting it to quite jump that big. Now I'm going to see if I need to adjust this to go around. So I was able to adjust the wire for it to go around. And now what I want to do is I'm not going to fold this down yet. I'm going to leave it just like this. And now I'm going to get my wire, this, and you might want to take out, I don't know, maybe about a foot of this wire. I'm going to say about, yeah, right around a foot. And I'm just going to cut this right here, because it literally cuts like a thread. And I'm going to move that over out of my way because it will come back on me. And this is where you begin. So I want to secure this first. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to wrap it around here a couple of times to secure it. Now, once I've done that, I can clip this piece here off. Let me see if I can just wrap it around, maybe. Yeah, I can just wrap it around. Normally I wind up clipping that off. So now I'm going to put my piece on here as such. I like to put that little bit above. Let me measure that up. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to do, you see how I'm holding this so you can see the two holes in the button. And I'm just going to start by taking it, putting it through one of the holes, and pulling it up. I made some of these for my store at the beginning of May, and when I was taught how to make them, and I tell you what, they sold out so fast. And I think I only got one or two left on my Etsy store. So I needed to make some more anyhow, and I thought I'd jump on here and share this with you. So I'm going to turn this around and show this to you, how these came. And you see how they line up. Now you can push these together to keep them uniform. And you just want to do 2 to 3 at a time, and you want to work yourself all the way around and just trust your instincts to allow you to thread your wire where you wish to thread it. I really like these because I've never had any two come out to be the same. Okay, what did I do here? And I always like to go back through a couple of times. It can get hard to see that little hole for these old eyes. So let's pull that back through. So again, I went twice in that one. Now I'm going to come around here, and I don't want to go in the hole that's the closest to me. I think I got a bent in my wire. It's okay. I don't want to go into this one yet. I'm going to go back over to this one. I think that's the one I want to go through. And you just pull it tight. Now don't pull it so tight that the wire will cut you. It'll give you a cut just like thread will. If you ever hem pants or something and went to wrap around your hand to break it off and it cut you, yeah, it'll cut. Thread will cut you just like a piece of paper. So that's what I did. I went all the way around here, and I went from that one. So now I think I'm going to come around, and I'm going to go through this first one here. And this is what I'm going to add after I go through once. I'm going to do it twice. I think now, yeah, I'm going to do it twice. I have to remember how I done this because, like I said, it's been a little bit. It's been since the 1st of May, and this is now December. So about 7 months since I really got into making some more of these. And then I want to go back down through the center. So that first one. And you can go around. I don't think I want to go back into that center of that first one. I'm going to go back over here to the one on the side. Let me pull that. See how that secured that there? And now I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add my bead. So I'm going to slide my little one on there, and this is going to kind of like represent myself. I chose blue because the center of my pattern is blue. And seeing these little holes sometimes. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to slide that down, and then I'm going to take this right back through that one I went through before. And that's going to, make sure you pull it tight, work that bead and pull it tight. That's securing my spot right there. Then I'm going to come up on this side, and I'm going to come around my bead, and I want to go into the other hole. Now this is just how I want to do it. You can form your own pattern of how you want to take it through. I think I want to take it through here. I'm going to do that one more time. Come back up around and go through there one more time. Then I'll take it up to the top to wrap it around and tie it off. Now, can you see how I did that? I hope this is giving you a close-up of it. And now I'm going to bring this back up and I'm just going to wrap it a few times around. Wait a minute, no I'm not. That's what I forgot. Here is where I'm going to add the big bead, which is going to represent the sun. I'm going to slide that on. Now I'm going to wrap around to hold that in place. And I'm going to pull that tight. As such. Now I'm not going to clip this just yet. I'm going to leave it there because now I'm going to form this one into a circle. As this is going to act as my bail. Wait a minute, I need to take it the other way. There we go. So I want that one tacked as the little bail right there behind it. And then I'm going to wrap this around the big bead. And now I can clip this little one off. So let me pull that back through. Let me get my... And play around with this. You may find easier way to do it than me. And if you do, share with me because I like to learn too. Keep wanting to grab that. I just want this little one. There we go. There we go. I think I'm going to wrap that around here a couple of times just to secure it. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to just give that a twist to secure the bail. Perfect. Now I'm clipping this off. I no longer need this. Awesome. Then I'm going to wrap this around one more time. And then up the top, it should come and be able to be pushed down. Take these, and I'm just going to try to push it down. When it's not on camera, I can do this so easily. There we go. Now that's secured. Adjust it back to where you want it. And there you go. Push this bead back down because it can float throughout the universe. And that is your... See, the back is nice and neat. And the front, it's a little bit of a messy wrap, but that's okay because it is a beautiful little pendant. Now I'm going to show you how I put on and make it into. So I have this. And this is just like a false leather. So you want to measure it to where it will circumference. I just measure it on me and then a little bit bigger. So I'm going to say about maybe 14 to 16 inches is enough. No, I think the next probably around 14. So I would take it a little bit longer, maybe around 14 to 16. Just depends on the person you're creating it for. Cut this off. Now here's where I got some tricks I want to teach you. So we have our suede, and this is what can really make this inexpensive. So from here, we are going to take, you find them, we are going to take small jumper rings. Are these the smallest? Yeah. So we are going to take a couple of small jumper rings, and these are in the antique copper, but that's fine because the copper on the pendant is going to fade to match. So we want to take 2 of these, like such. And then we can take a larger one. No, am I going to do a larger one or am I going to do it? No, I think not. I think I'll leave it like it is. But I do need a earring. Yes, you heard me correctly. An earring hook. So set these aside so you can see what I've got. I've got my leather. I've got 2 small jumper rings and an earring hook. Now I'm going to show you how to make this into a pendant. So the first thing you want to do is fold this over just a tiny bit like this. Then slide one of these on. It'll go. If it won't go that way, put it in. Now you may have to trim. Slide that down. And you can wrestle that up there because I've done it. And we want that tight fit, so you might have to wrestle it a little bit. You have to hold that down. I know this is the size that I used. Okay, there we go. It was just digging into the leather a little bit. So now I got that up there. See how I got that on there? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around and I'm going to find out. So I'm going to open this. I should have opened it before I slid it on, actually. That would have made it easier. Just a little bit of pass, and then I'm going to squish it down. And that makes it tight. Then come around and fold down your ends. Pull them closer together, and there you go. That is secured, and that is not going to come out. It looks nice and clean. And now you can take your jumper ring. I should have got a bigger jumper ring after all. So let me get one. Don't want a great big one. In case I need to. Now we're going to do this. We're going to leave this like it is. But we're going to pull this forward a little bit. A minute. Pull it forward a little bit. You may lose your spring in that, but that's okay because you really don't need it on if you don't want it. Now you're going to take this right here on the tip. You're going to give it just ever a slight circle. Just like that. And pull it down. See how that's pulled down? You're going to put it down just like that. Okay. So now I have my circle on there. I have my loop. I'm going to take my larger jumper ring, take it through the end of the hook. Now I'm going to take the hook through the end of here. The jumper ring rather. Close this up. Perfect. Look at that. Now you have a hook. You see that? Okay. So from there, I think I'm going to come over here. Make sure it stays the same. And I'm going to put on a little hook. Now, like I said before, I may need to open this a little bit. I think that may help sliding it on. And I want to make sure I'm folding this the same way. And I am. Looks like I am. This way. Okay. I want to push that up there. I wonder, something I thought of, I may have done before, I think I did, was, yeah, because that just helps you get a better hold on it. So fold that over. Well, first, before you do that, slide on your pendant. So you get this straight. There we go. Then slide on your pendant. Check it. Slide down to the center. I want to check this one more time. No, wait a minute. Turn this around. Make sure I got this correct. Perfect. That's perfect. Now slide on this little one. Fold that over. Just like that. Close it up. And then push it down. You can push them together if you wish. Just as that. This is your hook. You can hook it right through there. I think I want to make that roll a little bit bigger, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to put this back in there, and I'm going to give it another roll. Hold on. Should use these. And then just push it down. You can just, let me get that, there you go. And then this creates your, and then just hook it back. Very unique, inexpensive gift for somebody. Very clever. You can put another jumper ring over here if you want to. I don't, because just the fox leather helps hold it on there better. But then there you go. There is a beautiful little sacred geometry necklace that is a perfect gift for anybody, and it just makes a great little choker. It's just adorable. So that's one, and here is another one also using copper, and that is, I'm going to choose these. I done this for my daughters for each one of them with their grandkids. So with this one, I think what I want to do, I'm going to do one to represent, I think to represent the winter solstice. So I'm going to represent the moon. I'm going to take a dark blue one and put it with a light blue one and put it with a clear. As you can tell, all three of these beads are kind of different. So let me match up my beads. This is the biggest one, so I'd want it on the bottom. You see how those match up? So from here, you want to get you another piece of wire, but you want one just a little bit thicker. So I'm going back to this one, and you're going to want right around 8 to 10 inches. About right there. Let me find my cutter so I can cut this. Now, here's what you want to do. Put on your beads first. So the white one's the big one. Put on the big one, then the middle one, then the small one. Just as such. So I'm going to come up here. And hold on, I got to think a minute how I did this. Okay, hold on. I'm being motioned to, I'll be right back. So please hold on just a second. I am so sorry about that. I was being summoned for a second. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First, we're not going to put on our beads. We're going to take this up here, and we are going to take our loop turner. I don't know exactly what this is, but I call it a loop turner. And we are going to do 2 passes, or we're going to make 2 loops. And try to keep them as steady and even as I can. Come on, get back on there. And then I'm going to twist this around. Now what that does, let me get this off there. Wiggle it off. What that does is that creates your bell. And then I will take this around and I'll clip this. I just booked my own wool again, and this came back and cut me in the arm. So please put your finger up there when you go to cut wire, because it's going to fly and you don't want to hurt yourself or anyone else. I need these ones, and I want to push that up there. This one get more of a uniform look. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to add my beads. Let me put them back in the order for which I had them. So this was my large. This is my, I don't want my large first. I want the smallest one first. The smallest, the medium, and the large. And you can keep them all the same size. It's just this is how mine turned out. So that's the way mine's going to go. Then I'm going to bring this wire up, and I'm going to wrap it around that first bead, come around. I'm going to do the same with that second bead and come around and do that with the third bead. And that's going to bring me back up here. Now I'm going to wrap this around this up here to give it more of a uniform look. Such as that. Now let me push that down. And that should bury right in there. Perfect. Straighten up your bails. And now you're ready to, I think I want to push this together a little bit more. Just to give a little bit more of a uniform look. Now, can you see that? This is also a great necklace with the copper. to interact with your aura. Not only that, it's absolutely adorable. Now, when I made these for my daughter, I took a birthstone for each one of their children. One daughter had 3, so I done it in the 3 colors of her children. The other daughter has 5, and I had to do it within 5. The five was very tricky, but it did work out. It did work out well. And there you go. That is your spiral necklace. Again, when you put this on a fox ribbon or a fox piece of leather, just let me show you. You have this adorable necklace. You can also put this on like a blue ribbon, or if you want to put it on a chain, you can. But that's a very quick and easy and inexpensive necklace that absolutely has a purpose and is adorable. So I'm going to show you another one now. And this is one I kind of like came across myself. So I want to straighten my wire. I don't know if I brought my straightener. I don't think I did. Hold on, let me check and see if I brought my straightener. Well, nope, I thought I did, but I didn't. But that's okay, because this is going to work just fine the way it is. So I'm going to take this and cut it here. And I'd say about 7 inches will do. And right here in the center, well, pick out the bead you want to use. I think I'm going to use one from over here. And do I want a red? I do like red, but I feel like, I don't know. What about this one? These. That's pretty. I'm going to use that one, I think. I don't know exactly what color it is. It's got like a, I don't know if there's any in here I want to add to it. I have this one. Do I like those? I don't know. What about the green? Absolutely not. I'll go with those. And maybe those will work. Yeah, I'm not going to use these. Put them over there so I can put them back where they belong. I think I'm just going to use that blue one. I'm really drawn to that blue one. And I don't know if I can use, no, I don't want to use those. I think I'm just going to use that blue one. I'm really drawn to this one. So here you go. Here's what you're going to do. Right here, dead center, you're going to twist it. And you can use your fingers for this. And you're going to twist it out like this. You see that? And then you're going to play with these, manipulate them. And I use my fingers for this. And I'm going to just pull this around and let it form into a heart. Now you can play with this more if you want. But yeah, you just want to let that form into its own heart. Push them back up. Like such. Now if I push this more here, there we go. Now I want to push that up. And that's kind of like giving me my free flowing heart. And that's what I wanted to do. There we go. And just play with it. Play with it until you get what you feel you're looking for. I think that's the one I want. That's what I want right there. So now I'm going to put my bead on. I think I want just a little bit more of a hump up in that. So I'm going to play with it. Yep. And then pull this one around. I think that's giving me what I want there. Perfect. Now I got my bead on there, right where I want it. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to wrap it around there. You might need your pliers to help you do this, but you want to keep it as uniform as you can. Okay, now I'll take the pliers. Be careful, you don't want to nick up your wire with a bunch of scratches from pliers. Oh, perfect. That just went right in there. And now this one here, you can cut this if you want, or you can take it and cut it just a little bit. I remember to hold on to it that time. And take these and start to turn. Just give it a turn upward. Let it come back on itself. Gonna finish it off with these. And that is a floating heart pendant. Now, here's what you can do. You can maneuver this and get it the way you want. You can still play with it a little bit if you want to, bring in a different shape. But I really think I just want to keep it like it is. I don't want a perfect heart. And now I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to give it one complete circle here. See how I done that? Then I'm going to come in with my snippers right here. Put my hand over. Take it further back. Now I've made my jumper ring, because you need a bigger jumper ring for this so it can move around. Then close it back just like a jumper ring. And there you go. You can also make earrings to go with it. You can use a thinner gauge wire if you wish. Do it the same way. Get you some smaller beads. I don't think I have that bead and a smaller bead, but I do have these. Wait a minute, maybe I do. I see something blue down here. That's a pretty one, but do I have another one? Maybe. Oh, lucked out. Lucked out on that. Slide it on. And don't expect these to be perfect. I mean, you can probably mess with them, mess with them, mess with them till you get them to where you want them. But I don't, because they're unique, all in their self. Wrap that around. Now here you will have to use. Now if you feel that and you think it might be a little bit too sharp, then you can get a fingernail file and just go over it like an emery board and file that down. That works perfect. Believe me, I've done it. Got my circle started. Try to bring that down a little bit and roll it up. Now this can be made. You can put it here. Let's make a little jumper ring. I like to make the jumper ring out of the same wire because I like for it to match. And I'm just going to use this because this is all I need to do that with. And I'll probably need to make a couple, so might as well go ahead. There we go. And take my clippers. go. And then I can don't like that one. And then take my pliers. Let me open that a little bit more. I think I want to hang them below. Close that up. There's the first one. So let's make another one real fast. Are they going to be identical? No. You get them as close as you can, but it's okay if they're not identical. Again, go to the center, make that hoop. Make your heart ends the way you want. If there's someone in your family like me who likes artisan jewelry, and that's jewelry just like this, made like this, you just want to keep your hearts around the same size, then they're going to absolutely love a gift like this. I know I made a set for my daughter and sent them to her, and she loved them, and she said my granddaughter grabbed them as soon as they came in. She claimed them as soon as they came in. So I'm going to slide that bead on there. I might have to clip that a little bit. I made that a little bit too long. Give it a nice clean cut. Slide this on there. And then I'm going to wrap it. Now I only wrapped that one twice. Check my heart, make sure it's still compatible. It is. So now I'm going to just go ahead and clip this one. I wrapped it twice. I'm going to push it back down. Like I said, if you feel that might be rough, see, mine's not. But if you feel yours is, you can always, you can always take it and file it down for an emery board. Not a problem. I think right there. Now here's where you want to pay attention. So I'm letting my heart hang this way. Now I can do some. I can take this up and push it up a little bit more and let this fall down. Let that bead fall down, and there you go. It's going to hang like that. So I'm going to lay this down so I can see which way I curled that. Okay, so I curled it away from the bead, and that's what I want to do. So where are my, okay, give that a shot. I think I want to, that's better. Then curl that up. Very good. Now I want to give this one the perfect. Now where's the other jumper ring I made? Let's open this one. Let's slide this on. Let's slide our earring on. Pull it back. Give it a good, perfect. And here we have a set of, let's see, this here. Play with this a minute. See if I can give that more of a, there we go. So there are your earrings. Darling little set of earrings. Let's just slide down here more. Give this one more of that. So stay up. There you go. So now you have your earrings. Okay. Now you have your earrings and a pendant. And because these are earrings, these will hold up pretty well just fine like they are. You know, it is a soft wire, but I really didn't worry about that. And I don't worry about that with my own pair. They held up really well, but that is also a nice little gift. So we learned to make the floating hearts little set today. We learned to do how to make a fox cord pendant. I got that twisted. A fox cord pendant with the sacred heart on it. I mean the sacred geometry pendant on it. And then we learned how to do the spiral, and I done faces of the moon as mine. And again, this will look just as cute on here. So I hope you enjoyed this little um, video on creating your own jewelry for last minute gifts. And thank you for joining me. Stay forever magical. Oh wait, yes. If you would kindly please subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, leave a comment below because I really want to know what your thoughts and opinions are, and any tips and tricks you may have to share. And yeah, share. So thank you for joining me. Stay forever magical. Happy beading and blessed be.